Greetings and salutations, folks, and welcome back to Martian Memorandum, where let's head over to the Plaza Hotel, where we're supposed to go on a date with Rhonda. Rhonda being the secretary for Marshall Alexander. Alright, what can we do around here? We got the restaurant and a gift shop. So let's go to the gift shop first. Look, no, F1. Wow. Something is not working right. I'm going to guess that the gift shop is on the right, though. There we go. At the very least, we can kind of move. Wow. This scenery does not work so well. There we go. Okay. So we got Rose and Lady. There we go. I think one of the buttons on my mouse was stuck. Diamond necklace, Cartier 25,000. So actually, let's back up a little bit. Entrance to the gift shop, Katie's. Overwatered ficus Benjamins. You know, they really should have splurged their money on Douglas firs. A highly polished stone bench. Entrance to the internationally famous 4-star restaurant, Clemens. So let us go to the gift shop again. I have absolutely no idea what this is. Ask our artist, Doug Vandegrift. Okay, I love that. Like, the entire idea, you got this message just put in the game. I don't know what texture map is going on. Talk to our art team. You know what? I'm gonna see if I can save that as a screen cap. I'll do that later. Sea Dragon. Sculpture by Lardo. $1,000. Personal hygiene products. Various skincare products from World of Beauty. $20. You got like these $1,000 items, and then various skincare. Various colors of lipstick, none of them seem to be right for you. Blah, 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 blah. Your friendly counter attendant. A perfect rose. It's hard to find one that isn't, because nowadays they're all genetically engineered. Ah, all roses are perfect. Oh, sorry. Talk. You say, nice day. She says, yes it is. Wow. Can I get the rose? You pick up the rose. Thank you, and I hope she likes it. What if I just left without giving her any cash? How much money did that cost? I'm gonna have to worry about money. Alright, let's get out of here, I suppose, because I don't think there's anything else, for me to interact with. And let's go talk to, Rhonda. One of the most opulent and expensive restaurants on the West Coast, Clemens is a stunning example of elegance. 4 leaded glass chandeliers cast a warm light on the cherrywood Queen Anne-style dining tables. The sound of sterling silver table. Wow. Yellow against orange and white does not work well. The sound of sterling silver tablewares tinkles from the kitchen. Original artwork, leaded crystal, and rare imported wines call out to me. I hope they'll take a two-party check. I see Rhonda already, seated at the corner table. She sits reading the menu in an evening dress cut low enough to make it interesting. Ooh la la.
Low-tech, like my outfit.
Sure, Dollface, I've seen better, but it does accentuate the positive? Okay. Your taste in clothes and restaurants is excellent, even if it is a bit rich for my blood. I guess so. Say, did you see what that guy was eating? It looked like cat food. Now, would you mind? Okay, I'm going to guess response 2 is going to be the better choice. So I'm going to go with that.
So tell me about yourself.
Oh, not much to tell. I'm 30 years old and spent a few... Texas 30 in this game? I believe by the Pandora directive, he's 40. Or maybe just he's making that up. Not much to tell. I'm 30 years old and spent a few years in college. I worked for the district attorney's office, but he thought I was insubordinate. I found myself out of a job and on my own. My life may seem like it would be exciting, but it's really quite lonely. I'm looking for someone to put a spark back in my humdrum existence, and I enjoy a life of danger and excitement. I don't know what's the best response here. We have the most responsible, the most honest, and the most adventurous. What does Rhonda look for? Is she looking for the most responsible man? Or how about this? Let me rephrase. What do the writers of the game think that a person like Rhonda would be looking for? Somebody that's more honest? Let's try that.
Maybe you should change professions.
Despite the drawbacks, I enjoy my work. Listen, if I want your advice... Okay, response 1 is better.
How interesting.
Most people can't handle it. It takes a special kind of... Oh my gosh, what's going on with the picture? Yes, nothing but danger, and most people... It takes a special kind of man to be a private eye.
What did you say?
I said... Blah, 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 blah. I have knocked her out. Alright, looks like I'm gonna have to load my game, see what choice, what other choice the game was actually expecting me to accomplish.
Low-tech, like my outfit.
Okay, so apparently the game, according to the walkthrough at least, was expecting me to say, sure, Dollface, I've seen better, but it does accentuate the positive. Okay.
Thanks. What do you think of the restaurant?
That's a compliment? That gets received as thanks? Like, I've seen better than you, but, it definitely accentuates the good stuff that's there. That's, oh my gosh. Not really my style. I'm a dinner and beer kind of guy, a place that reflects your beauty and elegance. I think we ought to forget dinner. Let's go back to your apartment, and I'll count the moles back. Okay, apparently the correct answer is dinner and beer is my style.
Maybe it's time you change your style.
Interesting. My style might be more interesting than you think.
Could be. I guess we'll see about that.
Why shouldn't you? I've been around, sister. I know when a woman likes her man on the rough side. What? I think you will. You're a woman with style and class. Please give me a try, because darn it, I think I'm falling head over... oh, jeez.
There are times I feel like such a bad girl. Does that make me cheap, Tex?
Alright, and then now I'm supposed to offer her a rose. Thank you, Tex. And then... Not cheap, just an excellent value.
Is it getting warmer in here? Because I'm getting so hot.
Talking about good deals just gets to her. It's been hot in here since I saw you sitting at... Do we have to eat? I can think of several things I'd rather be doing. Oh my gosh.
Oh, Tex. After dinner, come up to my room for dessert.
I love to finish off a good meal with something sweet.
Kiss me, Tex.
And her dress disappeared? Oh, I'm in her room. Later that evening. Wait a second. Something happened to him over the past few months. He's always been quite paranoid about everything, but recently it's gotten much worse. Also, I believe this specific pose is referenced again by Reagan later on. It all started when a package arrived one morning from Mr. Alexander. I handed it to him, and a short while later he became extremely agitated. I asked him if anything was wrong, but he told me to leave him alone. Soon after, he and his daughter had several major altercations, and she would leave upset and crying from his office. The day after Alexis disappeared, I heard him scream, "It's gone!" When I asked him about it, he said I misunderstood what he said, but I know what I heard. It really is not a dream place to work. Security is very tight, and the people who work here are very cold. The pay is excellent, however. But lately, things have not been going well. There's trouble at the Mars facility, and the last payroll was missed. Marshal Alexander doesn't seem to be as bold and confident as he once was. Well, that's what happens when your package goes missing. Jacques has been good to Alexis. He found work for her as a model. She made decent money, but never enough to support herself. Rockwell is our corporate attorney. He got a lot of brains outside his head. He's got a lot of brains outside his head. What does that mean? That's the name of the film company where Alexis met Rick Logan. Alexis was working on a picture, but they closed down and she didn't get paid. You know, Rhonda knows a lot about what's going on. I sent several faxes for Alexis to Guy Caballero, the studio chief, requesting payment, but it was a waste of time. The Trans-Martian shuttle is how many terraform personnel get to Mars. Oh my god, she even knows he's the police officer who investigated Alexis' disappearance. He asked me a number of stupid questions. I felt like he was a dull, thick-headed, imbecilic slug. Alright. She was a friend of Alexis. I guess they had a falling out a while back. Since Chantal went on to start doing Rush. Started listening to a lot of Rush albums. That's the name of her latest boyfriend. She had really fallen for this guy. She had a crush on him, but he never paid any attention to her. Then wham! He was all over Alexis. He was someone who worked in the movies. She showed me a picture of him. He was handsome in a greasy way, I guess. He didn't look like a Boy Scout, that's for sure. He had many opportunities to take her out, but he never seemed interested. Then one day he turned 180 degrees. He was all over her. They were inseparable after that. That seems awfully suspicious. Alexis is a beautiful girl, but she's easily confused. I guess it's because she's still young and her parents never really cared that much about what she did. I hope she's alright and hasn't done anything crazy. The last time she left, it sounded as if she hated her father, and I know she hated her stepmother, Nora Desmond. Okay. There we go. Nora is Mr. Alexander's wife and Alexis' stepmother. She's an old movie actress who still has dreams of grandeur. If you talk to her, be careful. She's a crazy, vain old woman. I know Alexis always hated her. And let's see, Guy Caballero. I don't know anything about him except he's a deadbeat and doesn't pay his bills. Here's the address where I sent the fax messages. Here's the address where I sent the fax messages. That's not how a fax machine works. You handle yourself pretty good in this saddle, cowboy. All right. Well, now I suppose it's time to move on. We went on our date with Rhonda, and she is apparently really well connected and knows about everything. All right, we've got a few more names on the list. Let us,
I'll transmit the information.
Talk about Nora. Nora Alexander is Marshall's second wife. She has a house in Beverly Hills on Benedict Canyon Drive. Then there's also Guy Caballero. I've checked our resources. There's no information on that subject. So basically, the only thing I have is that, address from the fax machine. So I'm going to change how I do my save games because it doesn't do it in order of save dates, but by name of the save. So this is going to be episode EP3 -1. And let's give a drop into Nora Desmond Alexander's place. Nora Desmond's house is not so much. It is smaller than the Palace of Versailles and probably has fewer windows than the New York Trade Center. I walk to the side entrance and press a bell. Somewhere a set of chimes made a deep, mellow sound. A man in a striped vest and gilt buttons opens the door. I give him my credentials and tell him why I'm here. He leaves for a minute and then returns. Mr. Murphy, if you will come this way, please. We go down a hall. It's a very quiet hall. We turn a corner and there is more hall. The butler reaches a door and knocks. The door opens and there stands Miss Nora Desmond. I remember gazing at her in films when I was a tyke, but seeing her now is something of a shock. She has been worked over more than a few times with a plastic surgeon's scalpel, but her face still looks old enough to be her own mother's. She is having a difficult time getting her eyes to focus, and by the fragrance, it's obvious she was sloshed. I think to myself that drunks often let their guard down. If I am careful with her, she just might be loose-lipped enough to tell me something useful. What can I do for you? Oh, so no dialogue tree to navigate here. He treats me like dirt. I get no respect. I used to be somebody. I was an actress and a singer. Now what am I? Nothing. He doesn't give me the time of day. He and that slut daughter of his. Well, he isn't going to last forever, and his daughter is still missing. I'll get the whole estate. I was going to be a contender. It's my husband's company now, but soon it will be mine. A slimy ambulance chaser, if you ask me. I did ask you. That is an odd phrase. Like the entire idea, oh, that's a crazy man over there, if you ask me. Well, if I didn't ask you, I probably wouldn't want to know. I know nothing about Jacques. I was big, big, big. I gave it all to him, that ingrate. I was beauty beyond compare, a movie star. Now what am I? Well, someone else wants me. Lowell Percival is interested in me, and he may just... Oh, hold on. Oh, no. And he may just get what he wants. I believe Lowell Percival is the villain in the story. It's been a long time since I've played Under a Killing Moon, or he's not mentioned there. I think Lowell Percival is mentioned in the Tex Murphy Radio Theater. Galactic Pictures, ha! I've seen some of the aberrations they call movies. I work with legitimate producers. Wait, legitimate or legitimate? Legitimate producers? I know nothing about that. He's a powerful man, and someday he'll be bigger than my husband. A man like that knows what he wants and takes it. He wants me, I'll tell you that. Okay, that is odd phrasing. He knows what he wants, and he takes it. He wants me. So that means he's going to take you? You want to be taken? This is requested? Okay. Chantal Vargas knows nothing. Rick Logan. She's a no-good tramp. Well, I say good riddance. No sweat off my nose. I say she doesn't deserve a cent of his money. I've been with him all these years, giving him my love and respect. She treats him like a cockroach. If he dies, she's going to get rich. That isn't fair. She's only my stepdaughter anyway. I know nothing about that. Okay, so clearly, the best of marriages. And let's drop in on Chantal Vargas. I already know this entire intro. I don't have to do anything.
Tex Murphy, don't you have an office across from my apartment window?
Do I have to do this every single time? So that was response to...
Peeping Tom, I ought to slap your face.
Response
What
to...
does that mean?
And then the film again. Oh, now it goes to the ask about. Okay, I don't know what's going on. I've already asked about some of these things. I haven't asked about, I think, Jacques. You'd like him? Yes, I have. Alexis really hated that woman. They go at each other all the time. Galactic Pictures knows nothing. Lowell Percival knows nothing. I don't know anything about the guy other than he worked in the movie business. She met him several weeks before she moved out of my apartment. By then, we weren't really speaking civilly to each other. I guess it was my fault. I guess it was. I know nothing about that. Alexis, good kid. Rick Logan. Blah, blah, blah. Mac Malden. Rockwell Bosch? No. Okay. Let's get out of here. And talk to Guy Caballero. I've got to say, like, I'm kind of using the guide in a little bit to navigate me between like who I'm supposed to talk to in what order. Largely because each person is going to drop essentially some hints. Like everybody has certain names they drop, so trying to like jump back and forth between them individually is just going to take longer, and it's not necessarily a challenge. So I don't necessarily feel bad about that. That's what I tell myself, how I sleep at night. Guy Caballero, owner of defunct Galactic Pictures and movie producer, had a face you couldn't forget. Guy had gotten into showbiz and traveling carnival as one of the sideshow acts, and had moved down a notch to movie producer. Wow. That's a hot take. He was a natural at B exploitation movies like The Red Planet Mangler, Return of the Red Plant Mangler, and The Red Planet Mangler versus Benji. Oh my, okay. That's a face I could not forget. Who hasn't heard of Alexander? I don't know. I don't know what they do, but they look like they have a lot of money. Jacques is a freelance photo bug. The studio used him on occasion for publicity stunts. I don't know why I gave him that voice. I don't know. Seems fitting. Nora Desmond, last time I saw her in a role, she was in Joan Collins' grandmother in Dynasty 2000. Maybe I'll take the shuttle and try my luck on Mars. Galactic Pictures ran into some financial difficulties. Nothing I won't be able to take care of in a few months. Don't know. Don't know. Don't know. Rick was a rising star here at the studio because he was willing to do his own stunts. Now that you mention it, I remember him taking a liking to Alexis Alexander. During Ozark Mutants versus the Red Planet Mangler and several other features, I'd see them leaving the set together. He's one of those rugged individualists. He built his own home in the jungle somewhere. He left a while ago. When he was here, he hung around with a greasy little guy named Johnny Fedora. Okay. What kind of a name is Johnny Fedora, and why can't I ask him about that? Oh, nope. See, when you look at the bar on the right, you expect it to be like a sliding bar, but it is not. Okay, that's good to know. So that was Rick Logan. Alexis did some acting here at the studio, even had a speaking part in the Red Planet Mangler Part 4. As I recall, she was one of the last characters killed in the picture. I consider myself the last of a breed. Ugh, the independent filmmaker has been pushed out of the picture. Alas, I'm the last of the true artists. Johnny Fedora? Fedora, I don't know where you'd find him. That kind of guy is at home in any rat hole. You're not looking for an investment opportunity, are you? If you want to save a failed business, we've got an investment opportunity for you. I guess the next step is going to be Mac Malden. I probably should save my game. I walk into the old, dilapidated police station, cross the reception room to a dully lit inner corridor, and pass down the corridor to a frosted glass door, and at its far end, I open the frosted glass door and walk into an office where a big olive-skinned man with a tired oval face under a mat of thin hair dotted with dandruff sits behind an immense desk on which bales of paper are heaped. Wow, that is a long sentence. Like, how much is going on in that sentence? I opened the frosted glass door. I walked into the office. There's this man there. He's tired. His hair is matted with dandruff, and he's behind a desk, and there are papers on the desk. That is a lot. That could have been broken up. Mac's a true San Francisco flatfoot. His biggest claim to fame is that an old relative of his used to be on a police show about San Francisco. Somebody said Mac looks a lot like him.
What brings you down here, Murphy? Looking for a client?
Nope, looking for that free lunch you agree. Nope, somebody's got to work while others drink coffee and eat donuts all day. How else would things get done?
Up yours, Seamus.
I'm not exactly idling away myself. My clients pay me to make your life easier. I know it's foolish for me to get angry at inanimate objects, but you'd make me mad anyway. You're so lazy, you've become a landmark. You've been sitting on that butt of yours just getting soft like the Stay Puft Marshmallow Man.
Run along, Murphy, and don't let the door hit you on the way out.
Okay. Let's try that again.
What brings you down here, Murphy? Looking for a client?
Response 2 again.
Up yours, Seamus.
Response 2.
I know I'm going soft in the head from talking to you, Murphy. What do you want? What?
I need a validation on my meal ticket. I thought you and I could put our heads together on a new case.
Always ready with a gag. Well, I've gagged enough today.
Okay. Let's try that again.
What brings you down here, Murphy?
Alright, what does the walkthrough say I'm supposed to do? So I was correct in that one.
Yours, Seamus.
That one is also
I know I'm
correct.
going soft in the head from talking to you, Murphy. What do you want? What?
I need validation on my meal ticket.
Jam it. We're too busy.
I've noticed some tension in here. What's going on?
If I don't get evidence on the Andretti case, I'll be out of a job.
I'll keep my ear out for information. Oh yeah, okay. Because in the Pandora Directive, I believe they talk about how Tex helped out Mac Malden get some evidence, and that got Malden a promotion.
If you want my help, give me something on Andretti.
All right. Let's take a look for some evidence on Andretti next time. For now, so long, folks, and have a good night. Thank you for watching. Questions, comments, recommendations for something to play next? Comment down below or send it on over to itsoundedgoodonpaper@gmail.com. That's itsoundedgoodonpaper@gmail.com. So long for now.